I've just written a blog post on pain and suffering as I experience it, particularly suffering. And I thought I'd record this video just to sort of explain a few of the things I've written about and maybe elaborate in certain directions. It's a personal exploration. It's not definitive on suffering or pain, but it's a beginning, and it might prove illuminating to you. Who knows? My name is Steve M. Nash, and I'm the editor of smnash.com. And I'm quite aware that the beginnings of videos like this should let you know what you're going to get, the 3 things you'll learn about suffering, and the one surprising fact that you never would have guessed, etc. And that works. It works. I watch videos like that. But it doesn't feel natural to me. It's not a natural way of communicating with somebody, so forgive me for doing it my way. I do have a few notes, and I would like to begin this video on pain and suffering by talking about the difference between pain and suffering. So the quote that's on the video is by Brendan Shoshana. "We turn pain into suffering by adding on all kinds of beliefs and judgments to it. We turn pain into suffering by adding on all kinds of beliefs and judgments to it, what I shall call thinking. We turn pain into suffering by thinking and making something of that thinking." Pain is inevitable for life, the beginning of life, growth in life, the randomness of life. Pain is part of life. Suffering is unnecessary, but it seems to accompany pain. I see suffering, which has been part of my life, most of my life, absolutely. I was quite a miserable person when I was 10, teenager, 20s, 30s. It's only sort of in the last, this last decade that I've started to enjoy myself, really. I've been suffering over what? Suffering over the same thing everybody else suffers over. Wishing things to be different. Wishing things to not be as they are. Suffering I see as a form of guidance, a form of feedback, a form of letting you know that you're going in the right direction, or rather that you're not going in the right direction. So I welcome suffering, and I even wrote a blog post called Welcoming Suffering. And as I have been deepening my understanding of the 3 principles, the inside-out understanding of the human experience, a description of how human life works. As I've been deepening that understanding, I've just become to notice. I feel good, I don't feel good. But I'm noticing what it looks like, the things that I'll call it suffering looks like. And when I notice that I'm taking it personally, being serious about it, or I'm saying, not this, I know that I'm off. I know that I'm away from who I truly am, from the love, from feeling the love that is within me all the time. I know that I'm off. So suffering is like that for me now. So whatever's going on, things are going my way, things are not going my way, whatever is going on, I can tell if I'm in alignment with it or I'm not. And generally, when I'm not, I have a feeling in my body that I do not like. I give meaning to that feeling sometimes. The feeling of loss or being misunderstood. or feeling isolated, or worse, feeling abandoned. I give meaning to those feelings, feelings that I'm sure every human being on this planet experiences. But really, the truth of it, it's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's just a feeling in my body. It's just a feeling in your body. It's what I'm calling part of my internal weather system. And all weather is okay. All weather is okay. All feelings are okay. Not just the nice ones, the feelings of love, but the feelings of despair, the feelings of anger, frustration, struggle. I have experienced an awful lot of struggle in my life. Against what? Well, if I'm really honest, against immovable barriers that I've created in my head. I've been fighting myself. And I politely suggest your struggle and suffering is coming from you fighting yourself. So my life now, I just live it like you live your life. I do this, I do that, I work, I rest, I enjoy the company of others, I get on with people a lot more than I used to do. But every now and then I find myself in a situation where I've got a feeling I don't enjoy, or I'm on my own and I got a feeling I don't enjoy, or I'm engaging with a thought a lot more than I would like to. And I lose myself in it until I notice, oh, you're being serious again. Or, oh, you don't want this right now. Or, oh, I'm taking it personally. I'm taking it personally. I'm making it about me. And these are my little signs now that say, you're off, aren't you? You're off again, Steve. You're doing that thing again. And usually that sort of seeing is enough to pop me out of it, and sort of just return myself to who I am. Usually this noticing works for me. Not always. And with all of this inside-out understanding, with all of this being human, it's very important to be gentle. Gentle with the progress, gentle with the familiar failures, gentle with losing yourself, with taking it personally. Gentle. Be gentle with it. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. It is truly one of the most lovely things to give yourself is gentleness. Because you cannot help but give it to other people. You cannot. So I wasn't quite sure. I have a lot to say about pain and suffering, but I think that will do. That will do for now. I don't want to ramble on. This is just a little personal detour into my life, how I notice that I'm suffering, what it means, how I know that it's happening, and what it's really for. Just to let me know that I'm believing something that isn't true. I want something that isn't as it is. I'm taking it personally. And it's not a good idea to take it personally. A contented life means you don't take things quite so personally. You're not quite so serious about it. And you're not saying, not this, all the time. You're just embracing what life brings. As Guy Finley put it, and I think he was quoting Vernon Howard, want what life wants. Want what life wants. So I don't know how you suffer, what forms of thoughts go in your head that causes you suffering. I'm sure some of them will be similar to what I've written in my blog post, and some will be different. You have different hopes and dreams than I have, I'm sure. But the feeling will probably be the same. Please share, if you can, your thoughts on this video on what I've called pain and suffering. Thank you for watching, and I'll just share the quote by Brendan Shoshana again. We turn pain into suffering by adding on all kinds of beliefs and judgments to it. Thanks very much for watching, and I do hope you get to read the blog post where this video will be on as well. And just please get in touch and share your thoughts. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Oh, the professional that I am. I just looked at my notes and I saw 2 points that kind of illustrate the inside-out understanding. For example, I've got as 100% responsibility for my experience, my feelings. And the 3 principles, I've written a sentence that says, it's not what you think that's important, it's that you think. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense to you at all, but I seem to think it was important to write it down on this piece of paper and to add to this video. I take 100% responsibility, as much as I'm able, for my internal weather system. If somebody comes up and talks to me and I really don't like them, or if I think about somebody and it really makes me angry or sad, or I think about a situation and I lose myself in some emotions, I don't blame the person or the situation. I don't even blame myself, I just feel it, but it's my responsibility. It's the gift I was given when I was given life on this planet. And it's the gift that you've been given too. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. And if you can do anything with your suffering, please let it guide you. Please let it guide you and let it whisper that you're not going in the right direction. You're not right. You're off. Let it be that type of instruction for you. Welcome your suffering if at all possible. Thank you. I really am going now. Bye-bye.